All right, all right. For those who do not know, I am the Black Guru. What I offer is sage wisdom. This is the Power Season 5, Episode 6 review and reaction. And we're going to get right into it. We're going to get right into it. We're going to get right into this one. Without further ado, I like this episode. I did like this episode. I like this episode a whole lot. I liked a lot of the intricate elements of this episode. I really did. I really liked this episode. There were moments in this episode where I jumped out of my seat. I thought Raymond Jones was a Maryland PD. They said, was he? Was Raymond Jones from Maryland? I know he was from Maryland. I don't know if he was Maryland PD. We'll have to take a look at that. Good episode. Good all around episode. Really good episode. I never cared much for, a lot of the drug dealing stuff. I'll talk about this as we go through the review. I never care much about the minute details of the drug dealing cartels, but overall, this was a great episode. What's up, Brad? What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? For those who do not know, I am the Black Guru. What I offer is sage wisdom. Follow the Black Guru if you don't already, and keep those hearts flying. Let's get right into it. So we start this episode. Ghost got his shirt untied. We leave last week's episode. He's talking to Angela. He walks into Angela's home, and we pick up this episode where we left off last week. Now, when Tasha walked in on them, I was like, oh shit. She walked in talking, didn't even see Ghost ass. And then she noticed him like, what the fuck is he doing here? And then she was just like, she just shut it down like all at one time. She was just like, I'm not doing this. It was funny. She noticed he was there. She was like, what the fuck is he doing here? What? She just shut all that shit down. Like, you know what? No, I'm not going there with y'all with this shit. So then we see these two have to form an unlikely alliance. They've been allied for a while now, but they have to form this alliance to make sure they keep what happened with Ray Ray under wraps. Ghost looking confused. He don't know who to trust. He don't know what the fuck to do. He looking all confused. Now let's talk about Miss Blanca here. I love this woman. I really do. She has a special place in my heart. I really fucking love her. They showed Ghost who was running it. They did, Brad. She has a special place in my heart. Tasha driving drunk. Game is over her head. She don't recognize it though. What you mean? I love Blanca because she don't take no shit. And we talk about, on these scopes and on these reviews, we talk about lead protagonist and we talk about lead antagonist. Well, for all intents and purposes, especially in tonight's episode, especially with the events of tonight's episode, Blanca is like a lead antagonist. She really is. And I fucking love it. And I love the scene her and Tasha had later that I'm going to get into in a moment. See, this shit right here, for me, this is when the show kind of slows down for me. I don't know about you guys, but when we start dealing with this cigarette smoking motherfucker, yeah, but I'm waiting for her to step into shit. It will happen. Yeah, with this cigarette smoking ass bitch, she smokes fucking 2 packs a day. And I don't know. And honestly, half the time when she's speaking, I can never understand what she's saying half the time. I always have to like zoom in. But didn't she play into their hand, giving out all the details they wanted? Yes, she did. And we'll talk about that, Latanya. Don't let me forget you said that. But this shit here, and Proctor, I want to talk about Proctor in a second. His little dirty ass. He did some dirty ass shit. Now I want to mention this before we move on. When we talk about Ghost and Dre, kind of coming to amends tonight, kind of hooking back up, I was a little bit disappointed by that because it's almost like we keep flip flopping these characters. We keep flip flopping them. We keep turning them inside out to where 1 minute they're good, next minute they're bad. 1 minute they're bad, next minute they're good. And all of this character flip flopping shit, especially between these two, because remember we spent the first 4 episodes and everything was about we gotta kill Dre. That was the big thing, right? For the first 4 episodes of this season, we gotta kill Dre, we gotta kill Dre, we gotta kill Dre. And 5 episodes later, it's like, oh yeah, we gotta make a deal. You help me, I help you. And it's like, you know, you can never really get too invested in some of these angles. Dre just using Ghost to kill the brother. Yeah, they're both using each other, but it kind of de-emphasizes what we've seen between these two up until this point, which I never really invested in, I never really cared about in the first place, to be honest with you. So there's that. I never cared about the whole let's kill Dre, we got to figure out how to stop Dre shit. I told you guys that when I did my season 5 preview. I don't really care for Dre being some type of main antagonist that all of the characters need to stop. I never just cared for that anyway. But it seems like the show went in that direction for a while, and now him and Ghost are cool. No, I think once Ghost kills him, Dre will turn on him. And I want to talk about Ghost. I want to talk about Ghost on tonight. The name of tonight's episode is Changed Man with the question mark. And he showed that he was trying to be a changed man. He was trying to do things a little bit different than he has done in the past. So it seems as if Ghost is on his redemption path. He's trying to redeem himself from some of his previous fuck-ups, which there's a ton of them. And who knows if any of them can be redeemed, but at least he's trying. This is an interesting scene here that I had to go back. When I went back and rewatched it, this scene caught my eye. So we got Big Stacy coming through, working in the mail room or in the file room, and he looks over at Big Stacy and he's like, Stacy, could you do me a favor? And I kind of forgot that scene happened. I kind of forgot that shit. But it's important. This is an important scene. Because I was about to call bullshit on this whole episode if not for this scene. And I'm going to explain what I mean by that in a moment. So here's more of this, round table drug dealing kingpin shit that I'm just so not really interested in, honestly. All of this Mexicans versus blacks, drug dealing, I want to talk about Teresi. Teresi has been excellent this season, you guys. I'm sorry. He's been fucking great. Teresi's been fucking great. He's been the perfect foil for Tommy. He's been fucking great. As far as his acting, the way he portrays his character, even in this scene here, he looks like a fucking snake that can't be trusted. I'm sorry, Teresi has been really, really good. I really, really like this character. And he's snitching and he's telling them, hey, you guys are doing an audit on James St. Patrick. I just don't think he's snitching. You guys are doing an audit on James St. Patrick and all his people. He said, y'all chill out with that shit. You doing too much right now. You're gonna blow my fucking cover. Chill with that shit. So Tommy just loaded truck with just ramen. Now they putting the dope in the ramen. Troll. They putting the dope in the ramen. This scene here was important. I think this scene here was one of the better Ghost Tasha scenes that we've had all season. When he just comes, to the realization that he fucked up. He fucked up the marriage. He's finally taking responsibility for fucking up the marriage. Because that's what he did. He repeated his vows to Tasha, told her that, I made vows to you and I broke those fucking vows. And Tasha's looking at him with a level of sympathy, but at the same time, she's fucking done with this dude. She's completely done with Ghost. She's completely done with him. So it's way too little, way too late. But I'm happy to see Ghost finally admitting that he's been fucking up this whole time, and really being honest with Tasha, completely honest with Tasha about what's going on with him. I think Tommy didn't trust him and only used just Rama to test him. That'll be interesting, Troll. That's an astute observation. So I really enjoyed this. I felt for Ghost on this one. Mox was great in this episode. Mox was really, really good this episode. Really, really menacing. Does Silver helping Tasha save Angela, or is she already done? I'm not sure on that. I'm not sure on that either. Yeah, Mox was really, really good. He was really, really menacing, really imposing. It looks like John Mox is roughly 6'4", maybe 6'5", something like that. He's a very tall guy, and he was very menacing on this episode. I really loved it. This is more of that changed man shit. He's chilling with Tasha. He's chilling with Angela, and he asks Angela, "Do you still love me?" And they start kissing. And I thought they was about to fuck. I really did. I thought they were about to fuck. So I started fast forwarding. I thought they were about to fuck right here. When did Sammy turn snitch? 2 weeks ago. He played in Fast and Furious, Mox. I didn't know that. Yeah, so I thought they were about to fuck right here. So I started fast forwarding, and then I was shocked because he didn't fuck. He pulled back from her, and he told her, if I'm a changed man, maybe I should do things different. So I'm not just gonna fuck you right now, even though I probably could. I'm not, because I'm trying to change. Which was very interesting, because I sure thought they was finna fuck, and I was sure ready to fast forward that shit, because I told y'all, I'm tired of seeing Angela's little bony ass. I got tired of that shit after season 3. I did. And I want her firecracker sister back. I do want Angela's sister back. So yeah, I was about to fast forward that shit, but lo and behold, and I was also proud of Ghost for that too. I'm like, okay, Ghost, you starting to learn some shit. You finally starting to do things a little differently. So then, Councilman Tate's a little dirty. We all knew this. We all knew Lorenzo. We all knew this nigga was dirty, man. The convo he had with Angela about being honest surprised me. We all knew he was a little dirty, and he didn't want to listen to Jamie until Jamie said, "I'll donate $50,000," and he was like, "Yeah, we good then, baby, we good." I said, "Come on, you little roach face motherfucker." I said, "Come on, you little pissant, dirty motherfucker." I can't wait till we get his backstory and what's going on with him, because he's a little dirty motherfucker, and I want him exposed. Now here's when tonight's episode really started to come together for me. This is some of the best shit of tonight's episode. When Blanca started grilling Tasha, and Tasha was prepared by Angela, but she didn't know everything that Blanca knew. And Blanca was in her motherfucking ass about all kinds of different elements about the case. And when Blanca laid out the reality, this scene saved the episode without a shadow of a doubt. When Blanca laid out the possibility that those two are setting you up to take the fall. See, that's why I said, we gotta get into this. We got to get into this. Hold on. That's why I said in the title that this that Angela is the new Tasha. See, when Blanca laid out the possibility that, hey, Angela and Ghost are setting you up to take the fall, she had to sit back and think like, damn, me and Ghost set up Kanan to take the fall. Right? So she's sitting back thinking like, damn, is that true? Am I being played right now? I'm thinking I'm helping out. I'm thinking I'm trying to protect Tariq, and I'm thinking I'm doing the right thing. But these two motherfuckers might be setting me up. I can't trust no fucking Angela, and I damn sure don't trust Ghost. This is what Tasha could be thinking, and what she is thinking as she's being grilled by Blanca, and Blanca's leaning in on her. Blanca's leaning right in on her ass, like, yeah, this is what we think. So you need to go ahead and let us know something. And you can see it on her face. You can see it on Tasha's face. She considered it. The connectivity you was talking about on Twitter. Facts, Brad. Facts. I'm going to talk about that in a moment. For those who do not know, I am the Black Guru. What I offer is sage wisdom. Follow the Black Guru if you don't already, and keep those hearts flying. So now we get this here, and I'm about sick of this. I really am. What's up, brother? I'm about sick of this. I'm starting to call this Superman Kanan shit. And yeah, but the devastating look on everyone's face when she said my husband didn't kill anyone. I'm gonna talk about that, troll. Well, let's talk about this scene here. This Superman Kanan shit. We've been getting this for the last 3 or 4 weeks, where Kanan's this thug superhero shit. Kanan has basically become 50 Cent. And what I mean by that is he's a over-the-top character of his former self. The same way 50 Cent is a dramatized characterization of Curtis Jackson. Well, Kanan is a dramatized characterization of the character 50 Cent, if you guys follow me. And with all this, I'm gangsta, I'm whooping everybody's ass, I'm pulling up guns, I'm riding bicycles, shooting motherfuckers. And let me give it to you guys this way. Kanan pulled up, he shot a bunch of motherfuckers to save Tommy and Ghost. He pulled up and he did the shit last week with Kendrick Lamar. He was another fucking superhero coming out shooting motherfuckers, guns blazing. He's got this scene here where he whoops up on one of his homeboys because he dissed them or some shit. And I'm just over the, I mean, even in another point, he killed his homeboys and shit to try to get in with the Italians. This Kanan as a fucking superhero shit, this is starting to get, it's really wacky. And somebody mentioned in the comments just now, Floyd Mayweather was right that the show doesn't need him. If they're going to use Kanan like this, they don't need him. They really don't. If he's just going to be coming in, kicking everybody's ass every week, shooting everybody every motherfucking week, you know, there's no character arc with Kanan right now. Every week he's just kicking somebody's ass. Being a badass, being cool, telling jokes. Nah, fuck that nigga. No. Hell no, fuck him. He tell a joke, he kills somebody. He tells a joke, he kills somebody. How cool is this? Come on, man. This show is too intricate. It's too multi-layered for us to keep getting this Superman Kanan shit. And I'm sorry, I gotta call a spade a spade. Maybe we can get 50 on The Walking Dead instead. I don't know, but I'm just saying, I had to call a spade on this. I'm just personally tired of seeing it. Where his relationship with Tariq is good. Yeah, his relationship with Tariq is good, but I'm just saying what the character actually has done. He keeps showing up and saving the day and being such a badass. He's so John Wayne right now. He's just this John Wayne figure. And I'm like, what's the point of all of this? So that's just an observation. We'll see where it goes. But yeah, so like I suggested, he comes and meets his homeboy. Homeboy said we got to change the terms, which that can get you fucked up. He whoops his ass, slams him through the table and everything like that. So let's get back to these moments here. Like I said, this was intense shit. He's going to help Tariq sell pills. I imagine. No, it's not good because it takes away from the main storylines with pointless stuff like this. He's being used for a climax, possibly, Latoya. Latoya, that statement may have a double meaning. For those who do not know, I am the Black Guru. What I offer is sage wisdom. Follow the Black Guru if you don't already, and keep those hearts flying. Got all caught up on power. Why isn't Tasha dead yet? What you mean, Sith Lord? Why isn't Tasha dead? She's like President Palmer's wife on 24. I want to talk about this scene here. Very, very interesting. Very, very interesting scene between these two. Like I alluded to moments ago, this is when she tells Tasha, hey, they're setting you up. They're setting you up. And this is another thing. This Ghost and Dre alliance, not a big fan of. We just spent so much time trying to hate Dre, trying to kill Dre. Dre was the big ticket item, the person that we needed to kill and catch and kill, and now he's alive with Ghost. This is just more complicating. This is when the show is complex. I love Power because it's complex, but shit like this is when it becomes convoluted. If you follow me, it's a fine line between complex and convoluted, and I think all of us enjoy a complex story. Nobody likes a convoluted story, meaning that it's not complex, but the things are starting to stack on top of each other, and some of the shit is a little bit secular. Some of the things are, starting to go into a circle a little bit, and this is a little bit convoluted to me because now we understand why Dre is working with Ghost, why Ghost is working with Dre. But what does that mean for Kanan? What does that mean for the other people who are unaware of this alliance? Because Tommy is still trying to kill Dre. So what does that mean for their alliance? See, it starts to become a bit convoluted. And there's a fine line between complex and convoluted. And this right here it ventures into the realm of convoluted. Now this little dirty motherfucker, I call a spade a spade. This little dirty little rat motherfucker. He's a dirty little one, boy. He's a dirty bastard, boy. Look at him. His wife is at an AA meeting. This is allusions to Breaking Bad. This alludes a bit to Breaking Bad, but you got this guy here giving his poor ex-wife cocaine. And she's been clean for 45 days. She's been clean for 45 days. And he wants to give her fucking cocaine? You must admit he's perfect for this role. I like him as a character, but this was some grimy ass shit that he did. I was so disappointed in Proctor. I said, how could you do that? Give this woman cocaine, she's 45 days clean, and it's a bad idea. It's a very bad idea. You want to put her back on coke because she sent the feds your way? You might want to think of a better way of doing it versus giving her an envelope with the alimony and the cocaine on it. What if she would have turned that over to the feds? You're a lawyer, dude. Think about it. You're a lawyer. What if she would have turned that and the cocaine over to the feds and said, my husband sent this to me? Now what? Now you in even bigger shit. This was stupid. It was dirty. It was lowball. And to me, it was irredeemable. For me, this was an irredeemable act from him. I'm cool on Proctor. If Proctor dies, I'll be cool with it just because of this shit right here. Hi, I'm late. Yeah, that was a bad move by Proctor. He wasn't thinking. He wasn't thinking at all. He did this out of desperation. And honestly, if Proctor dies because of this, or if Proctor dies this season, I'm not shedding a tear. But once he's arrested, does he turn? I don't know. He's a low ball as far as I'm concerned. Probably feels she was too weak. Yeah, but she wasn't that weak. She was very strong. She was very strong. And she could have been even stronger and turned him in. Really disappointed in Proctor. Now, here's when, tonight's final scene, really, really good. We're back in the house. We got Angela all dressed up, she looks like Miss St. Patrick right now. You see how she's dressed. You see how she looks. She has this Miss St. Patrick look. She almost looks like Miss St. Patrick right now. And, Ghost is telling her, hey, if we're going to do it this time around, if we're going to try again, we got to be honest with each other. We can't be, we got to be honest with Tasha. This is Tasha getting grilled. This is more shit. Like I said, let me get through some of this shit here. Again, this is Tasha being interrogated again. Great from Blanca. This is Teresi and Sammy supposedly setting up Tommy. Somebody mentioned moments ago that maybe Tommy put in real ramen noodles instead of the fake ramen noodles to try to catch Teresi, which will be interesting if you pull such a trick. I guess this is supposed to be some type of high spot action scene where they burn this man alive. We've seen people burned on this show before. Kanan was burnt, so this isn't anything that's beyond the pale. But it's just more of that drug dealing cartel shit that I'm only marginally interested in. We got Tariq re-entering the life officially, back selling dope, back doing wrong, back working with Kanan about getting more appeals. So that's going to be interesting to see how far Tariq goes into the life. Remember, he's already murdered someone to begin with. So he may be going all in. And anytime you bring up his father, he wants nothing to do with it. He wants nothing to do with fucking Ghost at this point. He's basically Kanan's son at this point, which is what was Kanan's goal the whole time, was to turn Tariq against his dad. Now, this is where I wanted to get to. This is the scene that I was going to call bullshit on. I was going to call bullshit on the entire... This fire CGI guy was from The Walking Dead, dear CGI person. That's a good point. He sure is. He's scary, nonchalant. He is. This scene right here, I was going to call bullshit on the whole episode unless it was for Big Stacy. Until I went back and realized Big Stacy's role in tonight's episode. Because John Mox walks in and he says, well, we can no longer do the investigation on, we can't run the audit anymore. They stopped the audit. But we did audit Councilman Tate and we found, something's going on with him. And then he says, here, somebody's got something for you from the file room, or from the file center, file room, whatever the fuck it's called. And then he opens up the file and he digs into his files. He being, what's the white guy's name? His name slips my mind right now. But he opens up the file and he digs into his other files and he looks at both of them and he's, the ballistics match. And I was saying, wait a second, where did he get that paper from? I said, whoa, wait. Where did he get that paper from? I said, what do you mean? You just walked in and you had a piece of paper to match Tasha's gun with another gun? I said, what the fuck kind of Deus Ex Machina kind of shit is this? Cooper Sacks. Yeah, Cooper Sacks. Thank you so much. So Cooper Sacks is digging through one paper, and he's matching the ballistics. And then when I go back and look at the Big Stacy scene, he told Big Stacy, "Can you do me a favor?" So he was getting the physical copy of the files from Big Stacy. And that's why when John Mox walked in, he said, here's something from the mail room, or here's something from the file room. So Big Stacy came through for him and got him that file. and he matched it with what he needed to match it to. So that all that shit tied out. I was about to say that was going to be a huge plot hole. Cooper Saxe, 5 seasons. I just call him white guy. I still call him the white guy too, but I love Cooper Saxe. He was another perfect casting. A lot of great casting on this show. It's just hard to keep up with so many people's names. It just really is. But now Angela's in trouble, y'all. Angela. When my girl here dug and put Angela's picture down with the rest of the organization, oh shit, Angela. You in it now. And that's why I say Angela is the new Tasha. You might as well marry Jamie right now. That's gonna be your best bet. You might as well marry him. Because you basically Mrs. St. Patrick at this point. And they coming for you. And this is the moment where Angela realizes they coming for you. And Tasha realizes the same thing. She says, wait a minute. They want you. It's you that they're after. They're not after me or Tariq. They want you, bitch. And Angela kind of sit there like, oh shit. Part of the organization facts. Yep, Angela gonna need Tommy to get her out of this one, I think. Yeah. And they offered Tasha full immunity, but she was like, that don't help Tariq though. So I didn't take that immunity. She only really cared about Tariq. I love this episode because Tasha keeps saying, I don't really give a fuck about Ghost no more. I really don't. I care about really my son, which she didn't. On last week, she halfway admitted that she wished it would have been Tariq and not her. But that's another topic. Well, Tariq and not Raina, excuse me. But that's another topic. But she doesn't care about Ghost no more. She doesn't care. She basically like, hey, Angela, you can have him. Great stuff. Yeah, this is when Tasha tells her, hey, they want you. Will they offer Angela full immunity to turn on Ghost and Tommy? No, they want Angela. That's who they want. I don't think Tasha cares about Ghost anymore. Hell no, she don't care about Ghost. And she really don't trust Angela that much. She really don't trust Ghost. And this is an interesting integral scene, and Courtney Kemp talked about this when Tasha and Ghost were sitting there kind of arguing with each other. Angela says, oh, well, I think I should go. And Tasha says, no, you can stay. I'm going to go. This ain't the argument between husband and wife anymore. We not together no more. This your man now. This is what you wanted, Angela. When you stuck your fucking nose into all of this shit, this is what you wanted to be a part of. Tasha says, I'm going to leave. You're Tasha now. You can be Tasha. You can put up with this motherfucker. Yeah, will Silver cover for Tasha? I don't know. Silver's a little bit of a... I don't know. I never took Silver to be really gangster like that. I don't think Silver... They asked Silver earlier this season to kind of cover for Proctor, and he didn't. She went to Silver's to eat what left of the wrong name birthday cake. That's funny. What will who do? Tariq must hate Tasha because he gave the dude the bottle of pills, his mom name, and info on it. That's a good point. She can stay. I'm out. Right. Silver's a punk, bruh. Yeah, I don't think Silver's too much of a tough guy to be lying, because I don't think he's gonna put his lawyer credibility on the line for Tasha. She said he loves me more than you ever will. We're about to find out. They still think it was Ghost who killed Ray Ray though, right? Does Angela flip to save herself? Angela's already fucked because of the obstruction of justice. And remember, Blanca wants Angela. She want Angela. She want Ghost. Saxe wants Ghost, but Blanca wants Angela. That shit's personal between those two. No, he's not gonna lie for her. I think he will love, makes you do stupid shit. I don't know. I don't know. I wonder what Tasha Mama got to say, because you know Tasha Mama don't like Silver for shit. You know Tasha Mama don't like Silver. Who Angela tracking, and why she took those pics. She's tracking Dre. She's tracking Dre. And let me say this, because I got to make a comment. I talked to a gentleman on Twitter. He's not really a gentleman. He's more of an asshole. But I talked to this guy on Twitter, and he was talking about Power is bad writing. He said Power is it's such bad writing. After season 1, there was nothing but bad writing on Power. And I challenged him, and I said, how does Power have bad writing? They have a flawless execution of a love triangle. You have the coming of age story of Tariq St. Patrick, and you have the connectivity of all 5 seasons in storytelling. So things that take place in season 1 are still relevant later. If Mama don't like him, then it won't last long. That's a fact, Slim. So I told the guy this. I had a conversation on Twitter a couple days ago, and he's all like, "Oh, it's you know, it's just like Empire. It's kind of like Empire. It's kind of like a soap opera." And there was a moment in tonight's episode where there was a line where the guy says, "Well, it's kind of like Young and the Restless." He says, "It sounds like Young and the Restless to me, but that's not a bad thing." And I think that was a meta line, which was a criticism of fans who talk about Power being too much of a soap opera. Just because something is a soap opera, it's not a bad thing. The Young and the Restless been on TV for 30 some odd years, 30 plus years, 40 years. Just because something is a soap opera, to a certain degree, it's a high concept drama, doesn't make it a bad thing. And the guy said that in tonight's episode. He goes, it was Proctor when he was talking to his big cousin. He was explaining the situation between Ghost, Tasha, and Angela, and Proctor's cousin goes, "Damn, that sounds like All My Children." He said, "But that's not a bad thing." And like I said, I feel like that was a line that was put in there. It was All My Children, not Young and the Restless, I think. You know what I mean, but you get where I'm going with this. It may have been All My Children, General Hospital. It was one of them motherfuckers. It was either All My Children, General Hospital, Young and the Restless. It was one of them. But you get the point. The point that I'm making is, it seems as if that line was put into tonight's episode to kind of fire back at the people who keep complaining that Power has become a soap opera, when there's really nothing wrong with a soap opera if it's still done correctly, and it's still done good, and it's still creative. And I think this show is still good. It's still creative. You know, and I'm not going to compare tonight's episode with Snowfall. A lot of people, you know, I don't want to get in the middle of this brewing Snowfall versus Power battle that's on the horizon. But as of today, as of right now, Power is better than Snowfall. I wanted Ghost to notice Tasha's earrings, recognize that he saw it at Silver's place. Good point. That's a great point. I like the cousin. I wish they had used him more. I always liked the actor. That's a great point, to notice those earrings. Everyone likes a soap opera. You're right. No comparison. People don't know what the fuck they be talking about, too. You know, Snowfall, all I have to say, watch last week, enough said. Last week's episode of Snowfall was, I'm in love with the white powdery substance that smells good. All right, sneaky plug. Say something else stupid like that, I'm going to block you. I'm going to just let you know, P. So for those who do not know, I am the Black Guru. What I offer is sage wisdom. Follow the Black Guru if you don't already, and keep those hearts flying. We're 1 week away from the Insecure premiere. Tomorrow night is the Better Call Saul premiere. I'll be watching these episodes. I don't know if I'm going to give them a full review treatment, but I may jump in and give a couple of words about those shows. So if you guys are fans of either one of those shows, go ahead and follow the Black Guru. Also, follow the Black Guru on YouTube. Every single one of you guys, take the time out to follow the Black Guru on YouTube. Search the Black Guru on YouTube. The Black Guru on YouTube. And that's where this video and all of my review videos will be posted. That way, if you don't catch it live, you could always watch the replays on YouTube. What are you watching tomorrow? I'm watching Better Call Saul. It's the prequel to Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad being one of the best shows, the best show I've ever seen. One of the best shows I've ever seen. It's the standard in which all shows are measured by, as far as I'm concerned. So when you hear the Black Guru talk about characters and story and all of this shit, everything is being somewhat compared to Breaking Bad. Still haven't watched season 3. What channel, what time? It comes on AMC tomorrow, roughly at 8. You watch any of the Better Call Saul previews? Don't want to spoil it. I watched a few of the previews. Hey Queen, how you doing, dear? I kind of fell off toward the end when it was all focused on the wife. Oh, Breaking Bad was the shit, man. Breaking Bad was the shit. Breaking Bad and Avatar: The Last Airbender are the two standards of television serial storytelling that I've ever seen. Followed by a few other shows, Power being up there, Dexter being up there, the first few seasons of Sons of Anarchy is up there. The Beginning with No Doubt. You know, the brother fire deal. Yeah, I'm aware of that, Brad. I need to rewatch Breaking Bad. Dexter was really good. Dexter is on. Well, Dexter's not underrated. I believe it won Emmys. I believe it did. But serial storytelling done correctly, Breaking Bad, Avatar: The Last Airbender. The two best I've seen. Check the series Westworld if you like Breaking Bad. That's no problem. Some final thoughts on tonight's episode. Like I said, really, really good episode. Really, really intricate stuff. I think what stuck with me on tonight's episode is what I placed in the title of this scope. The fact that Angela is now Tasha. So we've seen this role reversal. It's as if Angela has made her bed. Now she has to sleep in it. Literally and figuratively. You ever watch The Shield? No. You think Tasha setting up Terry to be framed for the murder of Ray Ray? That'll suck. But that's that old Silver. I'm interested moving forward to see what happens with Silver. To see if he's going to back her or not. I've heard you talk about Avatar so much. Where can I watch it? I think Nickelodeon may have it. Nickelodeon.com may have all the old episodes. You got to kind of... you got to want to watch Avatar: The Last Airbender. You got to want to watch that. You got to kind of be into anime, be into all of that sort of thing. Westworld goes hard, though. I might check it out. Just once they get back, Ghost getting his life straight. I'm irritated that Tariq isn't affected by how Jukebox made Kanan confess to killing Sean. Good point. He hasn't brought that up. I hope Kanan kills Tariq next. You cold-blooded, girl. Damn. But you on fire tonight. I ain't gonna lie. You is on fire tonight. That is a good point. We haven't seen Tariq really deal with the fact that Kanan killed Sean. He hasn't really dealt with that. You know, he hasn't really, shown that affected him in any sort of meaningful way. So I do agree with you on that. That's something that I thought would be an interesting element that hasn't really developed. So I agree. You on fire tonight with the comments. Did you catch any Orange as the New Black yet? No, I haven't caught it yet. I might be staying away from season 5 now, season 6. I got that on ice right now. I'm gonna let it breathe a little bit. I'm gonna let Orange is the New Black breathe a little bit. But yeah, you guys, take the time to follow me up on YouTube. Snowfall review on Thursday. I'm still a big fan of Snowfall. Don't get me wrong. I'm still a big fan of Snowfall. I like Snowfall, but they gotta start getting into something I can sink my teeth into. Tariq will be the one to kill Kanan. His dad will be a choice he has to make. Him or his dad is a choice he'll have to make. Love the cap. The cap is for sale. These are the Black Guru hats. Visit blackguru.bigcartel if you want to grab a Black Guru hat for yourself. And that's guruhats.bigcartel.com. Better call Saul. If it's good tomorrow, maybe. How it's going to turn out when Dre trying to kill the plug for Ghost. I don't know, Chocolate. I try not to think too much about that. What is your rating for tonight's episode? You have the dopest ball caps. Thank you. Yeah, like I said, big. They're for sale. We can all have these hats. guruhats.bigcartel.com. What would I rate tonight's episode? I'll give it a flat back 7.5. I'll give it a 7.5. Anywhere between 7.5 and 7.75, because why does Ghost want Tommy Connect killed? Not sure, Brad. They didn't address that directly. I think he wants to do that to help Tommy out, because Guru has big cartel, Smiley, but thank you for typing that. Guru hats big, B-I-G, like the notorious B.I.G. I love it when they call me Big Papa. At what point will Ghost and Dre make a BS agreement to kill Top Ramen Connect? You on fire tonight. Because he can't clean money facts, because he's going to kill them facts. Yeah, he wants his, because remember, Tommy's Connect is the one who's putting all this pressure on them to kill the Jimenez and all of this shit. So he's a bit of a thorn in their side. But like I said, I just, for some reason, you guys, I can't keep track with all the drug dealing escapades of this show. If people are complaining about Power because of the drug dealing escapades, I would have to agree with that, because I just can't keep up. I just can't keep up with the Connect and who the Connect didn't give it to, and who should have got it but didn't get it, and who lied, and who thought it was so and so but it really was a set. I cannot. That's the exact reason I stopped watching Sons of Anarchy. Because Sons of Anarchy became all about that. And I fucking completely lost it. And this show spends about a third to possibly half of its time dealing with shit like that. And if it wasn't for the St. Patrick's, if it wasn't for Ghost, Tommy, Tasha, Angela, and the rest of the main crew, I wouldn't be into the rest of that shit. Yeah, who the Connect, the Italians hooked up with this person, but they missed the drop, but they took the drop, and who's got it now? Boy, I can't keep up with that shit. I'm not watching that shit week in and week out. If they didn't do that previously on Power and showed you all that shit, I wouldn't even remember half of that shit. I really wouldn't. I wouldn't even remember half of that fucking Connect didn't say who's. I wouldn't even remember that fucking shit. So when y'all ask me questions about that, I'm kind of like, where the Italians been hiding? Sister against brother. Yeah, you guys, so shoot. Y'all trip, bro. Y'all kind of hyped tonight. We heavy up in here tonight. We thick up in here tonight. We heavy tonight. Y'all go ahead and follow the Black Guru. Go to guru.bigcartel.com to order the Black Guru hats, limited supply. Got a surprise for you guys on that as well. Stay tuned. And yeah, we up in here tonight. Y'all think Laces is coming back? Laces. Heavy Sunday it is. So the little girl gone again for 3 more seasons. Yeah, we didn't see the little daughter again tonight. I think we're going to see her next week when Silver comes around. Previously on Power. Chocolate, if I didn't have that previously on Power, I wouldn't know shit that's going on. You know, Proctor cousin, kind of scary. Kanan versus Proctor cousin will be a good fight. That would be good. I do want to see more of Proctor's cousin. Kendrick Lamar character name is Laces. Okay. You should have just said Kendrick Lamar 305. Everybody just calls him Kendrick. Is John Mox related to the Koreans that Ghost killed to save Tommy? You must have wrote all this shit down. You must have a list of questions. Cause you making some good points. You making some real good points. So you must have a list of shit that you wrote down. You must have prepared for tonight's scope. Let me sit up in my chair a little bit. Cause my girl prepared tonight. She said, I got a list of shit I'm about to ask the guru. That would be very intriguing, wouldn't it? Nah, it's been on my mind. That would be extremely intriguing. If he was related to the Asians that were killed. What was that season? I want to say season 3? When Tommy had those Asians killed? I think that was season 2. I think that had to do with something with Mulan. So it's probably season 3. Yeah, I think it was season 3 that happened. That'll be interesting. Wait, Ghost killed some Koreans? No, Tommy killed some Koreans. No, Ghost did. Yeah, it was Ghost that killed the Koreans. I think Angela's going to go down and get arrested. They too close to her. Yeah. Angela's the new Tasha now. Yeah, it was Ghost that killed the Koreans because of Tommy. Or some dynamic like that, if I'm not mistaken. I want to see script flip on Mox somehow where he ends up in jail would be a nice twist. Him and Cooper Saxe, right? That'll be interesting. I'm gonna have to go back and look at that. That'll be very interesting because they did kind of pop up around the same time, roughly. I would like to see that. I would like to have that connection made, and allow me to say this while we're talking about connections. Power is one of the most connected shows that I've seen in a very long time. Do you think that Terry is going to kill the case against them by bringing up Blanca? Not for sure. To the house unethically? I don't know, but I think the spotlight's on Silver right now. How does Angela still have this high power position if under investigation? She wasn't under investigation. She was just being suspected. She's kind of slimy. They don't know, but they just didn't have nothing to really pin on her. They really couldn't pin anything on her. But now they got something they can pin on her. They can pin this obstruction on her. So I don't know how the fuck she gonna weasel out of this. I don't think there is a way that she can weasel out. I think Angela's going down with the ship. Unless there's a set of circumstances that can somehow save her, she may be going down with the ship. And Ghost may be seeing the love of his life fall because of all of his shenanigans and bullshit, which I don't know how I'm going to feel about that. I don't know how I'm going to feel about that. But they have obstruction, so she needs to be suspended. Yeah, but they just got it in tonight's episode, Troll. They just got it tonight's episode. So the dawn hasn't broken on the fact that they know this information. Will you have new designs and colors coming? Biggs, yeah, stay tuned, Biggs. Stay tuned. Hang in there with the Black Guru. Go ahead and follow if you don't already. Hang in there with the Black Guru. You seen how many hats I've dropped over the years? How dumb can she be? So you get rid of the electric file, but not the paper though. Dumb bitch. Good point. Angela and Proctor, future law firm. What about the guy whose login she used? He might be the fall guy. We got a lot of little fall guys. So I don't know. Really enjoyed tonight's episode. I anticipate next week's episode. I also anticipate the upcoming episode of Snowfall. I told you guys I'm a fan of Snowfall. I review Snowfall as well on a regular basis every Thursday night. And I'm interested to see what happens there. But this Power versus Snowfall stuff, it's basically another form of black on black crime. And we got to stop this. This Power versus Snowfall stuff, we got to stop it. We really do. I want to see something happen to Teresi. I do too. So it's tonight the start of Tariq Drug Empire. I believe so, Troll. And it might be a beautiful thing. And I'm so here for it if it really goes in that direction. I thought he told the detective that Angela is the only one who knew his password. He did, Carolyn. He did. But I don't know. I just know this. Angela ass is in some big fucking trouble. She's gonna take the fall. I think she gonna I think she's about to meet her demise. I think Angela's about to meet her demise. I think she bit off more than she can chew, falling in love with Jamie, and she's still in love with him, and it's gonna cost her everything. It's gonna literally cost her everything. She's gonna get everyone locked up. I think she's gonna get herself locked up, and Ghost is gonna be unable to prevent it. And Ghost is gonna be crying tears. He's gonna be crying all kind of harsh tears. Question is Tariq. Will Tariq pick Kanan or Uncle Tommy down the line for the Empire? That's a good point, Troll. I'm here for her downfall. I am too, Nikki. White kid with OD on pills and Tasha name on the bottle. Ooh, Chocolate Thunder. Right, her high school crush and one time love. That D ain't never that good. Yeah. Yeah, Gemini. She gonna pay for that D at the end of the day. At the end of the day. She gonna pay for that. I think she gives up Tariq. If she gives up Tariq, Tasha's gonna kill Angela. Believe that. You can believe that. It's gonna be another murder. If she gives up Tariq, Tasha gonna put a fucking bullet. She's gonna put a bullet in Angela. I can promise that. But I love how complex this show is. That all of these different things can go so many different ways. All of these different connections could tell such a beautiful story. That's what I mean, you guys, by a show that you can sink your teeth into. And when it comes to Snowfall, even though it's entertaining and the characters are good, there isn't enough there to really sink your teeth into yet. Angela's going to get killed in jail. Ooh, that'll be serendipitous. What other choice does she have? She can just take the fall. Be a woman. Yeah, Tasha gonna kill her for sure. Don't mess with Tariq. Yeah, Angela could just be a woman and go to jail. You fucked up. You fucked up. I want to know what's going on with Councilman Tate. I hope we get that on next week as well. Let's not forget she got Mike killed. She did. One thing we don't touch, Tariq quick thinking with the guard. Yeah, Tariq's quick thinking with the guard. I like that scene. That was pretty cool. That was cool. But that's just more superhero Kanan stuff. So I kind of put that in the recesses of my mind. But that's just him being a little criminal. You know, showing he's going back to his criminal ways. Oh man. Bunch of shit. See, it's just more there. You understand what I'm saying? There's more food on the plate with Power. Partially because it's been on so long. Snowfall hasn't been on as long, so it doesn't have as much. I'll talk about this on my Snowfall review. Let me see one more episode. Let me really synthesize what's going on with Snowfall, and then I can really go in on it. Maybe take swing with Simon. That'd be crazy. Showing his uncle that he got game. Yeah, then the little fake asthma attack. I was really like next. I mean, honestly, I'm like, okay, I got it. Yeah, I'm like, okay. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I got it. Can you play the preview clip for Power next episode? See if we can see where it's going. You know I don't like playing them clips, Brad, because when I upload this to YouTube, YouTube will kick the clip back. I like Snowfall, just not Teddy. I don't like Teddy either. Am I supposed to forget Tate screwed Ghost last season? He did. Crazy, but last episode, you mean? Crazy, but remember Simon wanted to do nothing about Tate. True. See this big Stacy right here. This big Stacy right here. Big Stacy wouldn't got that foul for him. And without this scene here, I was gonna call bullshit. I was gonna call so much bullshit. Like I said, great scene here. Councilman Tate, what's up, Queen? Yeah, this stuff here with Superman Kanan. Enough is enough with this Superman Kanan shit. Can we get Kanan involved in some plot shit that really matters? When he's asked, I thought he was going to ask her for a donut. Can we get into something with Kanan that really matters? His relationship with Tariq matters, true enough. Him killing all of the Toros Locos, which is causing Dre problems, is something. But I don't know. Maybe this is me being a little bit of a I don't know. Maybe I'm being overly critical with this. So bear with me here. But all of this Kanan flying in, doing all of this big time shit. I mean, come on, bro. He's doing all of these murders and who the white guy, no backstory, made no sense. Yeah, I guess it's one of his homies he knew. It's always that shit with Kanan, a homie, a fucking something that just kind of it's not really hella connected. It's almost as if Kanan it's almost as if Kanan kind of satellites the whole story. Not that he's really in the story, but he just satellites it all. You know what I mean? It's not that he's really just involved in the nucleus of anything. It's just he just satellites shit. And he just pulls on certain storylines and he pulls on certain elements. Just like, the moon pulls on the ocean water and rises and lowers the tide. So what Kanan does kind of affects the story, but not directly. He's not really directly involved in anything, but he's just satelliting everything. And he's doing it in such a fashion that he's always, big gun shooting motherfuckers, making jokes. Nah, motherfucker, nah, nigga. Bow, bow, bow. Come on. Like I said, I could be being overly critical, but it's just like, I'm just like, come on with this. He's very surface level at this point. Very, very surface level. Kanan almost belongs on Snowfall at this point. He's a very surface level character that may belong on Snowfall. So that's just my assessment of Kanan at this point. I would like to see him back in the mix, back to some of his historic role as far as being Ghost main antagonist, but they completely lost that angle last season, as far as I'm concerned. So, too, it's about as important as the priest in The Walking Dead. He's riding around without a license, playing the Benz, riding dirty. Kanan is the glue. He made Tommy and Ghost. That's Kanan's spinoff, right? You would think his character would get more attention. He should have been Franklin's uncle. Yeah, he would have made a great Franklin's uncle. Kanan is Franklin's uncle's brother. Yeah, yeah, it seemed like he needed to be on Snowfall with this one-dimensional shit. I mean, what does Kanan even really want at this point? Want to make some? It doesn't seem like he wants to kill Ghost. What does he want? Does he want to replace Ghost and run clubs? Does he want a bunch of money? What the fuck does really Kanan want? Kanan made me laugh the most. Yeah, that's what he does. He says something funny, and he kills people, and it's all cool. Oh, that nigga cool. It seems like that's what the whole it's all about. So at the end of a Kanan scene, you're like, yeah, that nigga cool. Did you notice Ghost's face when Tommy said you can talk in front of him? Yeah, I hated that. Yeah, so I'm just saying that's just my little that's just 2 cents. So stop hating on 50 Cent. At least he can read his lines. I'm not hating on nobody. Kanan wants Tasha back. Well, that's good. I would like that Let's get more of that going. I want to be like Kanan at the end of his scenes. Yeah. Let's get more Kanan wanting to be with Tasha. I will find that to be very, very, very fucking intriguing. I would have a fucking heart attack to hear some Kanan, um, his character got screwed when he killed Jukebox. Yes, and I went in on that when it happened. But they've been doing this a lot this season. Little things between Ghost and Tommy. They've been doing that since the beginning of the show. Remember, Tommy was supposed to kill Ghost. I would be so intrigued if Kanan and Tasha got some backstory that we don't know and we find out about that shit. Yeah, that's what Kanan needs to be after. Yeah, Kanan and Tasha scene in the bins. Yeah, if there's something between those two, man, man, man. Yeah, he do. Can you see the way he looks at Tasha? Yeah, let's get there. Let's get away from all this Superman shit, all this super thug shit he's doing. This big time super thug. This badass. And with that being said, Kanan is supposed to be a vile character. He's supposed to be vile. Remember he killed that old woman back in like season 4? He killed an old woman. That's the backstory jukebox. That ain't the only thing he took from you. She did say that. I definitely think they have some histories. Definitely tried to get with her before. She acts super funny when Kanan comes around. Yes, 305. Let's get that shit with Kanan. See, that's what I'm here for. I hope y'all see what I'm saying. Where my criticism is coming from. I'm not criticizing 50 Cent or criticizing um, um, the character as much as I'm criticizing what he's been doing over the last few weeks. I'm like, what is all of this, just he's just satelliting the whole thing. He's just kind of around and shit, but he's too integral of a character to just kind of satellite shit. Running up, shooting motherfuckers, and pulling up on little bikes and shit, and having these interactions with Kendrick Lamar's character. I'm like, that's all fine, but can we get Kanan kind of back into the central fucking narrative of everything? I saw a thing on Facebook that said, what if Tariq is really Kanan's son? A lot of people been saying that 305. A lot of people been suggesting that possibility. Or what if it isn't, but he thinks it is? But we need to be getting there though. We need to we need to be arriving at that point. Because I rather hear about that and see what that becomes versus seeing is the connect gonna get the drop, but if the drop is late, then Dre's gonna have to call Tommy, but Tommy didn't know that Dre was there first, so he had another drop planned, but that drop got robbed. Instead of doing all that, whatever that shit is, that I don't really, that convoluted ass shit, if we can get some more into this Kanan and Tasha, excuse me, I'm all here for it. So for those who do not know, I am the Black Guru. What I offer is sage wisdom. Follow the Black Guru if you don't already, and keep those hearts flying. Follow the Black Guru right here on Periscope. Follow the Black Guru on YouTube. The Black Guru on YouTube. Follow the Black Guru on Instagram. The Black Guru on Instagram. Kanan would be more focused with Jukebox around, possibly. So if Tariq was his son, does that mean Mom slept with his brother? Tariq was his son. Mom slept with his brother. You mean with Sean? That would be crazy. Sounds like they keeping Kanan alive for a reason. Why would Tariq react to that? How would Tariq react to that? I don't know. But it's all more interesting than if the Connect's going to make the drop or not. All of the things we talked about over the past 5 minutes is way more interesting than who's going to make the drop, which is something I'm not a big fan of. And I mean, who's going to make the drop is a metaphor for this convoluted drug dealing hierarchy, political elements of the show. But that's been my time, you guys. Like I said, take this moment to follow the Black Guru. Search all your favorite social media sites for the Black Guru, and go ahead and follow. And I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Stay tuned. I may be back sometime soon here for other scopes and commentary. Different daddies, maybe. I'm not sure about that scenario. I think they will kill the Connects and Teddy becomes the new Connect. It could be possible. Remember the preview when Tariq said, "Teach me the game goes," as if he's not G. Maybe Cannon will be the last man standing. Maybe. Which would be trash. Which he was not his dad. Yeah. But I would definitely catch everybody on the flip side. One love.